Hello everybody and welcome to the FRR, where today we are going to be racing here in Sao Paulo in Brazil. It's a tier 1 race, but I'll run you through the order of what is going to be shown on screen here live on Twitch for the front row racing community. So we're going to have a short qualifying 15 minutes before getting into our very first sprint race of this season. It's going to be 12 laps around the infamous Brazilian track, and then we're going to go over to the feature race consisting of 36 laps. Well, we saw in Spain last time, I believe it was Tropical that won. Will he show off some great skills in not only qualifying but also in the race itself? But strap in, folks, because today it's going to be a long one. Anyways, I am back. Hello. Just had to take a quick break from commentating. You know, had the old cough, the old cold. And you might see, well, not see, but you'll hear some, maybe a cough or two, in this stream today. I would like to think to full fitness, there's just something wrong with my throat. I've got water beside me, we'll be fine. Something like that. Well, we are expecting a full grid today. I think it's only the Williams that is not here. Yeah, it's just the Williams. Full TC is the full racing team. I am very excited for this. Very excited for this. There we go then, folks. I assume we are starting soon. But in the meantime, there is a very big thing, of course, which is out. Our podcast, if you're a driver listening to this, or if you're just stumbling across this page and this channel right now, you can catch up on everything that has happened so far this season, and you can catch up on all the races, you can watch all the races, and you can listen to me and my fellow friends, Adam Foran and Moser, talking about the league and also these races, as well as we are going to load into the short qualifying today here in Sao Paulo. Please, everybody, do tell if there's anything wrong with the audio, or if there's anything wrong literally at all. Just please send it in the chat. I will be looking at all of the chats which will be coming through, flushing through today. Here we go then, folks. Hopefully sunny skies as we head over down trackside, where we are going to be watching the qualifying for a very infamous track. Oh, well, it doesn't look sunny, that's for sure. It's not going to conjure some drama, is it going to welcome us to some entertaining clips and entertaining moments here in qualifying. Qualifying for the sprint race, setting the grid out for the sprint race. If you're not too familiar with how this sprint racing works. So yeah, you're qualifying, normal as usual, wherever you place your place. But you place all that, your grid slots. You go over into a mini race, which sets the final grid slots for the actual race. And I think it was 12 laps that was put out for how long the sprint race is going to be. And you can just see there a couple of people coming out the pit lane. One Ferrari. Speaking of Ferrari, Stocky F1. I believe he is still the championship leader. In fact, I will get up the statistics right now to make sure that I'm not missing out on anything, and still need to be a little bit shooken up, and I still need to learn all my stuff for, of course, this soon to be extremely entertaining race. We had a very entertaining one last season. It was around the end of the season, and it was just a beautiful race. It was a beautiful, beautiful race. So, last race, we had Tropical as the winner in the Alfa Romeo. He dominated also, I believe, in qualifying for Spain. Let me see that. Yeah, he finished second in qualifying. Beautiful from him. And we know one guy that has extreme qualifying pace. Elite Risks. Absolute banger of a lad. He's so quick on track. But I don't see him. I didn't see him here today. Don't know if anything is wrong there for him. I think he did say that he won't be in today. He's going to have to pull up for the Mercedes team. And I think that's Chris Towns. You can see him right there. He's on his out lap. And speaking of a lap, that man right there. Oh, this is interesting. Alright, so I've just got the statistics up right now. Stocky's not the championship leader. It's in fact Hungry Throne inside of the Red Bull. He leads the way in terms of the Drivers' Championship. He has finished second in every single race so far this season. Consistent, that is key. If you're wondering who's second, the man in front of me is second. Stocky F1. He's second with finishing 9th last race in Catalonia. As he's going to come across the line. What's he going to perform? Oh, 107! Oh my, a stonking lap from Stocky. Virtually. A second off of full TC. We know full TC is fantastic also. In that, I believe it's... I think that's the Red Bull, isn't it? No, it's the Williams. Of course it's the Williams. Of course it's the Williams. Well, you can see all of the times flurrying in right now when Weeksy close to Stocky with a 107.9. And speaking of Weeksy, he's third in the championship. So you got Hungry Throne who's first, Stocky second, and Weeksy who is third. All three of those extremely entertaining to watch race, and really the dominant people here in FRR. But that man leads the way so far for the sprint race. My phone just fell. And there is a ton of Lego around here, so you might hear that if my phone falls again. But you can see everybody around here, and Roger, he's going to come across the line inside the AlphaTauri. What's he going to perform? Well, Spencer's just performed a 108, and Tropical has just set the fastest time so far. Tropical with a 107.5. We talked earlier about how good Tropical is in qualifying, and well, he just proved it once again. A beast, and he loves to feast. 107.5, and he inherits P1. See everyone else here. Ragnar looking to come across the line in the Mercedes. What's he going to perform? This guy, Ragnar, I think very underrated driver in the community. And he's got something to prove once again. So I'm just going to sit back. We're going to all sit back and relax and just watch them unfold in front of our eyes. Most people inside the pits, as you would expect. As Ragnar looking to set a time. And he's set one with a 108.6. And that puts him right next to his teammate, Chris Towns, who has got a 108.9. Chris Towns, a lot expected from him. He's trying to fill the shoes of a man who is so good in qualifying and so good at just pace overall. I was going to say dominant pace, but his pace is dominant, as we see a little bit of a spin from the championship. Hungry Throne. He is on that throne. Can he keep that throne? Well, we've just done another qualifying lap. I'm going to take a look at what Hungry Throne can perform. This man needs to set a time, and he's setting one right now. What can he do? Our leader in the championship, and he performs a 109.0. Well, that's unexpected from him. We usually see much better from Hungry Throne in qualifying, usually up into P3. But speaking of P3 territory, Tropical still with that P1. Stocky P2. Week C going to come across the line. Currently P3. Are they going to improve on their time, or are they just going to go into the pits? I think they will actually go for it, yep. So are they going to improve on their time? They will not. So that 17.9 is going to be the score for Week C so far. Stocky on his outlap. So, the top three, Tropical, Stocky, and Week C. Got Roger here in the AlphaTauri. He's so close to P3, isn't it? You can see how close his time is. A 107.95 compared to a 107.92. So close for Roger. And Filthy scrubbing up. He's looking to inherit that P7 back, as it was stolen by Shaq. Is he able to get P7 back? Here he comes. Across the line. Is he going to do better? He's not going to do better. He's not going to improve. He sticks with that 108.2. Scruffy Dub has not finished a lap so far this qualifying session. But he looks to produce one right in front of our eyes right now. Let's get up the track map. Full track map, so you can see right there. So it's going to come across the line very, very soon in the Alfa Romeo. Well, that's not what he would have wanted. Not indeed. Went very, very wide there. I think I saw someone with a invalid lap time. That's full TC. We usually see better from him. And here's Stocky, about to come across the line. We've just looked at him just in time. We can see a Mercedes also come across the line right there. They're not going to improve, and Stocky's gone back into the pits. So maybe something wrong with the car. He's going to have a look at it. Weak C. Trying to not show his weaker side. Instead, his stronger. Will we see the dominant pace being performed in the Aston Martin after he has his stop in the pit lane? Well, oh, I swear we saw a spin. Yeah, Roger that. That's not good for Roger. I was like, I swear we saw someone spin there. And, well, in qualifying, he spins, he goes out of bounds, and well, that's really going to demolish his lap time. And James Kalako, the teammate of Weeksy, not an awful driver, not the least. So Kalako just warming up the tyres. And you can see how many people there are right here, just waiting to come across that line and trying to improve on their current lap times. But the man who beats all of the lap times so far has not only got an invalid lap time, but has got P1. He is AMS Tropical, and well, he's got a 107.5. He is alive in that Alfa Romeo, isn't he? He has done absolutely fantastic in qualifying all the time. He's just so fast. I don't know how you can be so fast in a car. It's just astonishing. But that's not to discredit Stocky, who, despite being second on the driver's leaderboard, he is 1,000% a force to be reckoned with. It was just a very poor showing from him there in Catalonia. But last season he won here at Sao Paulo, and I expect him to do the same again. I'm assuming Tropical's going to come into the pits, but I just want to hang out here, see if he's just going to finish the lap, or no, he's coming in. Alright, so Roger, he has moved himself up into P3. Well done to him, but oh my god. Well, he didn't go into the pits, did he? He improves on his time. Tropical, wow. Tropical scenes for him. 107.3 instead of a 107.5. 200 milliseconds he has gained on his previous lap time. That is just what dominant people do. But Roger, we were in the midst of calling out Roger for getting P3, finishing higher than Weeksy, and he has butted into the top 3 fight. Can he stay there in the AlphaTauri? Not a force to be reckoned... Well, we haven't seen AlphaTauri be a force to be reckoned with in my time here at FRR. I've been able to rewatch some series and stuff like that. Haven't really seen anything from AlphaTauri. But this season, can it change with Roger, an exciting talent, and a driver with a long history ahead, coming into the pit lane? There's Shaq in the Alpine. 4 minutes left to qualifying, and we'll get into our sprint race. I am excited, to say the least. That's a perfect camera angle there, because you can just see the Mercedes and the McLaren in the background there. It's a beautiful camera angle. I love it. So there we go. Shaq looking to either go into the pits or cross the line. Into the pits he goes. Halsey, also in the Alpine, looking to potentially improve on his teammate Shaq's time. Look how close it is between P6 and P11. Look how close that is. No, P5 to P11. Look how close that is. So close. Everyone right there. Astonishing. 4TC looking to come across the line. 4TC hasn't performed so good in the Williams in terms of qualifying today. Is he going to improve on his time? He is, and he butts his way up into P11. Definite improvement, but still not familiar for 4TC. We usually see him at P5, P3 territory. Well, P7 and onwards are all on the pits, and Filthy Scrubber Dub, I don't know what the heck he's doing. He went through a sign there. And well, Filthy Scrubbing Up, of course, the teammate of the championship leader, Hungry Throne. Hungry Throne is in the pits. I think he's coming out of the pits right now, actually. He is. He's really got to prove he's going to stay up. You know, P1, he's going to continue being dominant, because so far we haven't really seen it from him in qualifying. He's been kind of shy, and well, he's got to really fix that. And you can see a little bit of a poor turn from Ragnar there. He was kind of on the inside. He had to fix his racing line. Here we go. Brad set his time. Can Ragnar improve on his time? Here we go. And I think it was improved by about 400 milliseconds. I don't know, but still, he does not move up a position. But we've seen a change. I mean, we've seen a shift in here. I think, is that Spencer? I don't know. Chris Towns? I don't know, but that's your top 10. Chris Towns, of course, filling in the boots of Elite Risks. We can probably note that down for our podcast, which all of you can go ahead and, well, follow us on YouTube. You know, we've just recently started the YouTube campaign. We post our podcast episodes up on there. We've got Britain, we have that uploaded. France and Spain have uploaded. All races so far this season have been uploaded. What is going on in Sector 2? I think we all seen it. I have no idea what the heck was going on there. But sure. And Stocky has got a lap in which he is trying to improve on his time of a 107.7, sorry. Can he improve it for about 500 milliseconds? Can he get up into P1? What an astounding lap it was from Tropical. Well, 40C's retired from the session. Look at Henkaz and 40C. Oh, a spin from Stocky. That's something we're not used to seeing. Not at all. But look at this. Henkaz and 40C have the exact same time. I don't think we've ever seen that enough for our history. Henkaz and 40C have the exact same time. Pinpoint the same. Who's going to make it a third? Like we saw once. I think it was in the 1900s. I'm not too sure. Everyone's going slow. Everyone's going to try and put this qualifying session to an end. These two without a lap time. Scruffy Dub and Crazy Beaver with no lap time. But as it stands, Tropical is your race leader for the sprint race. Will it change though in this up and coming 2 minutes left of this session? Roger, can he improve on his lap time? Can he bump himself up into P1? Here we go then. Apologies. Roger, going to come across the line. Is he going to improve? And he does! Oh, he's out-qualified Stocky! He's put himself up into P2. And Stocky has fallen back a single position. Stocky starts P3. Well, that is definitely something we're not used to seeing. And this man can make him go into P4. No, Weeksy going into the pits. I don't know why you do that. When you're in like your last little lap bit. I don't know why you do it, but what a qualifying session we've had. Tropical yet again has proven himself worthy of proclaiming himself as a top man in a top league. And Roger, well, he is starting to become a force to be reckoned with. He starts P2. Stocky, unfortunately for him, slips down into P3 at the last moment, with Roger, of course, bumping his way up into P2. Weeksy, P4. James Kalaka, P4. So the Aston Martin having a 1-2 between P4, P5. Henkaz and Chris Towns, both next to each other. P6 and P7. Svenessa in the Haas car He is P8, Halsey P9, he's in the Alpine, and so is Shaq, he's P10. Filthy Scrubber P11, 40C P12, Ratagamer HD P13, Hungry Throne, unfortunately not being able to show his dominance in qualifying, and he slips all the way down into P14. Ragnar P15, Brad P16, Chartman P17, Scruff Vida P18, and Crazy Griefer P19. So both Scruffy Dub and Crazy Griefer not setting a lap time. Everyone else did, but the person who had the fastest lap time of all was Tropical. Well, the sprint race is going to be underway very shortly. No matter what race it is, it can be a 5-lapper. Every single race here in the FRR is entertaining. We see overtakes left, right and centre. I'm pretty sure we'll see some more as we line up ready for the sprint race in Sao Paulo. Here's the formation lap. So, he's first. Well done to Tropical. Yet again, another outstanding lap in qualifying. I mean, it's just things you love to see. I'm trying to see if Crazy Griefer is actually, like, you know, playing here. Yeah, he is. Like, I was worried Scruffy Dub and Crazy Griefer just AI in the qualifying session, but no, they were actually there. So I don't know why they couldn't set a lap time. But that man is P1. Tropical. What a qualifying session for him. But also Roger. Another outstanding performance so far for him. Stocky slipped down into P3. Weeksy and James Kalaka P4, P5. And, wow. All of us are ready for this race in Sao Paulo. It never fails to disappoint us when we come to this infamous track here in Interlagos. And I'm expecting for nothing else but the very best here today. And I have just spilt water on myself. That's not good. Did I get anything on my controller? No. Alright, we're fine. Luckily there was an ad break on screen for me there. Maybe someone else didn't have an ad break, but here we go then, folks. Where the... It's definitely spilt it on me. Where did it go? That is quite astonishing. Okay, it was right there. Okay. It's on my jumper. Don't know how it's on that. But here we go. No more chatting. It's time for racing. Here we go, folks. It's time for the sprint race here in Sao Paulo. Underway we go. Lights out. And Tropical has got a brilliant stopping. Look at that Aston Martin Weeksy. Went on the inside of everybody into the first turn. Went from P4 up into P2. Gains 2 positions. Tropical still staying P1. Look at this. Side-by-side action. Halsey is able to get the overtake. Look how close they are. James Kalaka and Henkas right next to each other. It's side-by-side stuff. But here we go into the next turn. It looks like the McLaren's got last on the brakes. And yes, he has. He's moved himself up a position. And now here's Halsey. He's gained a position on Roger. What's happened to Roger? First started P2 and has now ended up in P6 as he's having a battle with the Alpine. Halsey, AlphaTauri, now 2A's going back to back. Battle to battle, wheel to wheel. As we go into the next turn here, Roger's still staying ahead and still defending. But he slipped from P2 all the way to P6. A horrific start for him. And now we see 40C trying to get the overtake. Look how close everybody is. Look how bunched up it is. On the inside, you can see there, I think it was Shaq on Brad. Brad has moved up 5 positions. How's he done that? That is absolutely world class from him. As let me see Chris Town getting really close to Brad, looking to claim back his P11. The man of the Mercedes going as fast as he can, and that is some beautiful speed. And he is going to still keep that P11. Well, Razagamer HD in the pits. Well, that's surely for some wing damage. And that does not help Ferrari in the slightest. That's not Crazy Griefer. Look at how close he is. Right at the gearbox of the McLaren. Here we go. The Haskell down the inside of Brad. Brad just slipping away. Brad is just not fast enough. Here we go. I'm assuming Ragnar is telling me to invite him back into the game. Indeed. Ragnar left the session. Fortunately for him. I've got him down as a friend though. And he's going to be able to join back with us very shortly. I hope I haven't missed too much. I really haven't. Crazy Griefer finished off that move. You can see how much more far behind Razagamer HD is. It's poor for him. And now here we go. Filthy Swivel Up and Scruff. Both the SCRs, if you get what I mean. Scrub-a-dub, Scruff. You get what I mean. They were going head to head, but Filthy Scrub-a-dub comes out on top. Hungry Throne. He's hungry for a new position. And, well, Ragnar left the session, and they're on AI. They're ghosting left, right, and centre. But I think they've joined back now, so I think it's fine all down there. Chris Tower getting very close to Shaq. Here we go. The Mercedes just sniffing up the gearbox of the Alpine, but the Alpine's still staying ahead. Remember, folks, this is only the sprint race, and we're getting so much action so early on. As our Crazy Griefer is so close to Chris Downs. A train forming in front of our eyes here. This is what we want to see. But that is a beautiful start for Tropical. He is a second ahead of Weeksy. Weeksy nowhere to be found in terms of a battle for the top. Here's Crazy Griefer. Can he pull off another crazy stunt? A stint also, yeah. And now Chartman has overtook an Hungry Throne. So Hungry Throne really falling back. This is really bad for Hungry Throne. As now Throne's coming into the pits because of wing damage. My oh my. Well, wing damage left, right, side. And look how much more closer Weeksy now is to Tropical. What has Tropical done? Look at how close it is for the battle at the top. Stocky now also trying to sniff his way to potentially claim and inherit P1, but that is inherited by Tropical and still inherited by Tropical. I'm going to try and stop saying inherited now. Now, Filthy Scrub-a-dub getting very close to Chartman. Down on the inside goes the Red Bull. And Chartman can't do really anything except just to let him go. And Hungry Throne has got himself lapped. I believe. No. Oh, I thought he got lapped. It's fine. He's still there. A second behind, but he is still there. So Tropical really trying to look over his shoulder. As Chris Towers has retired. What's he done? Well, he had big shoes to fill. And he did not fill them. And you can see right there. Dies on the track practically, and it is a safety car. Safety car coming out. I mean, he's just right on track there, isn't he? He must have clipped the sidewall and bounced back out onto the track. I don't know what happened to him. But Chris Towns, when you're on such high expectations, that is not what you want to be doing. Of course, this is only the sprint race, so he will still be featured in the feature race. But in the sprint, he's done and dusted. Well, safety car just waiting. Well, I'm interested here. Because, okay, so he's out the racing line, that's fine then. My oh my, what's going to happen on this restart? Tropical in control of this restart, of course. The man who is in front is always the one controlling. And he fakes going into the pits. He was like, I'm going into it. No, I ain't actually. No, I'm not. A bit of a cheeky one. But it didn't really do anything, because this is a safety car. So, you don't really need to be doing that. But, tropical. Everyone warming up their tyres. Fortunately, there's no cold moment for us to edit to put on our TikTok, which you also can all go ahead and subscribe to. Daily uploads. We had one just today promoting for this race, and there's a reason why. Our TikTok is the same name as our Twitch username. There's no reason not to follow. A safety car. We don't know how long it'll take. Hopefully it won't. Apologies. Hopefully it won't end on it. Like we saw in Spa. But no, it won't. It will last for about one more lap or two. If someone can supply a cold moment for us to do. Oh, we've got our cold moment from Stocky. We've got our cold moment from Stocky. Okay, never mind. He's warming up his tires. Never mind. We don't need any cold moment. What a view of the safety car, if you know what I mean. I'm kidding, of course. Well, there is one geezer who's in the pits. He's going out right now. Look at all of those players. Just everyone queuing up for this restart. And we are back from the ad break. I know there was an ad break on there. But also, by the way, if you're a driver and you're driving out and you're listening to this, please do message Moser in the Discord and do tell him if you want to get interviewed on our podcast. Yes, daily interviews on our podcast. Here we go. The restart though on this safety car. And no, it's a poor start for Tropical. Look how close the Aston Martin is towards that Alfa Romeo. Here we go into the first turn though. Still, Tropical keeping P1. Stocky looking to go round the outside on the inside of Weeksy. He doesn't care where he goes. But there is something that's happened. And James Colaco has spanned somebody else's span right there. Shaq it is. And also Roger. Roger's race has really not been good today, the sprint race. He's really messed up, and now Brad, he was previously P15. He's now put himself up to P7. Fantastic from him. Gamer HD is able to overtake Chartman, and he's now setting his sights on Hungry Thread. Ragnar moving up and up and up on the table. Brilliant stuff from him. And now look at this side-by-side action. Filthy Scribbler and Vanessa. But no overtake shown on screen, and now Gamer HD. Look how close everybody is over here. I mean, this is just an absolute package. This is beautiful. Here we go. Angry Throne looking to pull away from the man in the Haas car. And oh, you can see a tiny bit of contact there for Chopman over to 40C. Well, people coming into the pits. I apologise if you can hear anything in the background. I just didn't mute myself. Anyways. Here we go. Tropical still keeping P1. Halsey, how has she done that? Sorry, he done that. He or she? I don't know. Could be a he, could be a she. I'm not too sure. Well, Ragnar's really moving down on the grid, and that's because he span, and I think he's beached himself. Yep, so he's reset onto the track. Well, that's not good for Ragnar. Well, Roger's just overtaken Ragnar, but no surprise, because Ragnar was still kind of beached, you know, on that side. Oh my lord. Was there another spin? No. Alright, DRS finally enabled here, very late on in this sprint race. Weeksy looking behind him, and you can see how close Stocky is. James Calaco's overtaken Scruffy Dub. And look how close they are, the Aston Martin pulling away from the Alfa Romeo. Will the same happen up in the battle for P1? We'll have to see a bit later on, but now you can see the Alfa Romeo trying and sniffing his way around the Aston Martin. See if he can find a way to push himself back up into P12, but yet no move happening. And now Filthy scrubbing up so close to Brad. Brad up in P7 after a poor qualifying session. Well, a little bit of a three-man train forming in front of us. And well, Weeksy, of course, has that DRS on Tropical. So this is... Stocky's really let himself go. Look how much he lost there. If you saw that. Look how much he lost on that. That is appalling for him. But that's the DRS coming into play. 800 milliseconds and going forward. And now there we go. DRS overtake on the outside from Filthy Scrubbing Up. He's able to move himself up a single position up into P7 as Ragnar is looking to pick up the... Razagamer HD is looking to pick up the pieces and potentially overtake the same man himself. And here we go. He's going to try and attempt it right now. Surely on the inside or the outside. No, the Ferrari is just going to stay behind. Here we go now. That's the move. And it's just been done. Been there, done that. Ferrari ahead of the McLaren. Full TC snatches the fastest lap away from Roger. And you can see just how close the grid is with each other. Look how close Ratagamer HD is. Oh, no. Tropical has just left the session. Tropical's left the session. Of course, by accident, and I can't invite him back. We'll try. I'm going to try and do that right now. Well, he has just been disconnected. There we go. Invited him to the game. Hopefully, that won't happen again. He has been invited back. Hopefully, he'll join back. That is just sad to see. And now, well, we've seen something happen in Sector 2. What's Brad done? He's span, that's what's happened, and now Stocky's moved down! Oh! Stocky's messed it up as well. He went wide. Well, Tropical's still hanging up there into P3 though, despite leaving. There's Weeksy, there's Ragnar with a time penalty. I'm going to have to well, I didn't even notice it was the final lap, but Weeksy, after unfortunate stuff from Tropical, he wasn't able to join back in time. But eventually, Weeksy comes across the line in the Aston Martin. P1 ready for the feature race. Halsey somehow has managed to push him up into P2. And Tropical, unfortunately, after leaving the session due to, I believe, bad connection, unfortunately, lagged out. and he falls behind into P3. But the man of the hour is Weeksy. Beautiful, beautiful from Weeksy. P1, ready for the feature race. We hope you are too. Stay tuned. There you go then, folks. So, Weeksy, with originally starting P4, gets up into P1. And look at Halsey. Jesus. I can't believe it. P9. P2. That's fantastic. Look at Razzle Gamer Hates. Wow. Crazy Griefer up into P7. That's unheard of. And Brad, well, it is still good. Getting from P16 to P12. But we know he could have been up there with Crazy Griefer in P7. But he had an unfortunate spin. And Stocky starts P3. Or started P3. He dropped down into P9 after with that late spin. And around the last few turns of Sector 3 in the last lap of the race. But here you go then. The times were set in quali. The race has been done in sprints. Now it's ready for the actual race. For 35, 36 laps around the infamous Sao Paulo Grand Prix here in Interlagos. It's live. It's on Twitch. Please place your bets to who is going to win an important race here in Sao Paulo. This is not lights out. This is instead a formation lap. Weak CP1, Hell CP2, Tropical P3, Heykaz P4, Filthy Scrubber P5, Ratagamer HG P6, Crazy Griefer P7, Hungry Throw P8, Stocky P9, Sharpman P10, James Kalaka P11, Brad P12, Shaq P13, Roger P14, Ragnar P15, Scruff P16, 19, 40 CP, and Chris Towns P19. There's the Martin. Me and Adam having a specific name for it. Well, I can't say it on here. But Weeksy, can he finally claim his first victory of the season? It's day in Interlagos. Well, I did, by the way, I did invite Tropical. I think maybe it's just something happened. I don't know. LC says, feels like Kevin Magnussen here. Somehow, he got up into P2. I think it was mainly because of spins, but nonetheless, it is a great time to be alive if you are an LP fan. Adam? Apologies for that. Here we go then, folks. Hope you're strapped to your seats. The fourth race of the season. An entertaining race of the season. Here we go. Lights out, away we go. Aston Martin is able to get a great start. Can Weeksy, climb up those ranks? And he can. He stays up into P1. Hencast down on the inside. Look at this side by side with Tropical. Can Tropical reclaim that position? What just happened, Tropical? Oh, no. He's out. He's out. It's a safety car. Oh, no. Well, I just can't believe it. Tropical. He's got the pace. But sometimes it just feels too much. He's P1, and he does not have to fear Tropical, who was formerly P1. If only it wasn't for his bad connection, he probably and most definitely would not be in this position right now. Well, I am assuming that it's a full safety car. I don't think it is. I do not see anybody. Yeah, look, right there. There we go. So there is no full safety car. It was just a VSC, Hungry Throne, and James Kalako going side by side. James Kalako falling back into P8. And Chris Towns, what's happened to him? He's fallen down the grid, and he's fallen down to last place. That's awful for him. But still, nevertheless, there's Brad looking to go on the inside of James Kalako, and it's just easy peasy for him. He moves up a position, and Sven looking to make the move on Ragnar. Ragnar says, no, I'm claiming that position back, thank you very much. And he moves himself back up into P14. Crazy Griefer, and look at this, Chartman, they're going wheel to wheel. This is beautiful stuff. Who's going to be last on the brakes? Haskar and the AlphaTauri. A little bit of connection there between Crazy Griefer and the AlphaTauri. But there we go. The Haskar stays ahead and is able to defend off Chartman. And Shaq, look how close he is. Here we go. Looking to go around the outside. This could be 3 wide. This could be beautiful stuff. Here we go. This is beautiful stuff. Look how close they are. Oh, the AlphaTauri is able to stay ahead though. James Kalako in the pits. Halsey could get. Oh, look how stocky. Look how close. Look how close he is. See here. If able. Can get. I don't know if it is or not. If specifically Moses, if you can tell me in the Discord. Wouldn't this be a first ever win for Halsey? Or am I just being stupid? I think it would be. First ever victory for Halsey. As they are in that Alpine. Just chasing and chasing and chasing. Are they able to get that position? Ragnar here. Lagging. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful stuff. Scruff looking to defend on the inside. Stocky's made the move on his teammate, but here we go. Ragnar round the outside. Scruff beat up. He's got nowhere to go. Beautiful stuff from him. How much further back Raziga Gamer HD's pace is to Stocky. That's why Stocky is the GOAT. Last season championship winner. But this man is the championship leader. But he has not had a good race so far, Hungry Throne. But he is looking to improve on that here today. Crazy Grief are getting extremely close. And there we go. Scruffy Dub and Crazy Grief are looking to go around the outside of each other. There we go. Scruffy Dub moves back into P14. And there is Rain. Oh, there is Rain is falling all around me. Race cars driving have fun. But yes, I think you all can see that too. You can just about see it. rain droplets just coming into play here. As we'll set our eyes on this man. Feels like Kevin Magnussen. Can he do what Kevin Magnussen couldn't? More importantly, can he do what Weeksy couldn't? Because Weeksy, despite getting that P1, you could say undeserved. It was just a technical fault for Tropical. And well, yeah, I think that was just mainly Tropical's connections fault, not really anything else. But Halsey has to be patient. Halsey has to keep calm and make sure not to make a mistake. Try and stay close. No mistake given. Hopefully, for him, Weeksy will make a mistake and he will inherit P1, but it's not very likely to see a mistake happen here in the FRR when it comes to the people at the top. And then there's Filthy Scrubbing Up. What's he done? Well, we will talk about no mistakes being taken, but that's a mistake right there. I did say people at the top, to be fair, so don't crucify me for it. And here we go. Look how close Halsey is to Weeksy. Just about 100 milliseconds, which was separating on that straight there because of DRS, and DRS only, to be fair. It was only DRS, but still, it is stuff you love to see. Halsey trying to stick with the man in P1. What story it would be to see this man finish first in the Alpine. And to be honest, Halsey has been really, really fast. Really no sort of mistakes I've seen from Halsey. Everybody else has made mistakes. Not him in the slightest. Filthy Scrubbing Up has made a mistake though. Spencer comes out of the pits. And here we go. DRS. Wide open. Look at how much faster that is. Into the next turn. Halsey still staying behind there. We're just going to go on to Cranber. Oh, here's Hungry Throne around the outside. He goes of Brad. Hungry Throne is able to move himself up. Oh, this is beautiful stuff. A bit wide into the next turn. And Brad has just been invited to come back at him. And oh! Hungry Throne had to avoid it. Otherwise, that would have been certain death. Apologies, I'm muting a lot because somebody keeps on trying to open my door and purposely being annoying. AKA my sister. Anyways. Halsey. Gaining 100 milliseconds to Weeksy. Still faster statistically than Weeksy. Can he make the move on Weeksy? Here we go then. Look at how close. But DRS, unfortunately for Weeksy, for Halsey, fortunately for Weeksy, Halsey is not very happy because of DRS. It's been disabled because of how wet it is. Well, we take a look at penalties here. Hungry Throne with a penalty. Oh, Lord. That is definitely not good for Hungry. We said earlier today, you know, can he keep up and still stay into P1? Fortunately for him, he hasn't really been able to perform quite like we're used to here with him. Not to mention also, Henkaz in P3 tried to fend off Stocky. No DRS for this straight, so still though, Halsey did catch up on Weeksy, so I think Weeksy might be able to fend off for the meantime, but I think maybe later on He could really be threatened. And now here we go, Chris Town. Just overtaking Ragnar because Ragnar's in the pits. Crazy Griefer trying to get closer to the Alpine. And, oh, you can just see he let off the throttle a bit there. Not trying to risk a mistake. Also, I'm predicting that everyone near the top will be able to... What's just happened then? Who's made the mistake? Filthy scrubber double lad. Come on. Yeah, I gotta be doing better. But I think Weeksy and everybody here in the top, I think they're all going to pit on Inters. They have to. As Ragnar's just retired, and Ragnar has just set off a safety car. And you can see him right there. Out of the Grand Prix. Well, that's our second disqualification in this Grand Prix. Oh, it would be silly to just not pit at this point. Wouldn't it? It would just be silly not to. Well, it is a full safety car. And oh! Stocky with a time penalty. That's not good in the slightest for him. He's really trying to reclaim that P1 of the Drivers' Championship. And if he's getting all this time penalties, it's really not helping out. So, Halsey, surely somebody's going to make the spot move and pit. Well, if they were going to pit, I think they would have pitted last time. I think they would have said, you know what, we'll pit now. But everyone's pitting. Everyone's pitting. Well, Hungry Phone and Stocky both have 5-second time penalties. So, if they were to come together and they were having to have a scrap, it would actually be, you know, worthy of a position, if you know what I mean, because they both have 5-second time penalties, so they're both equal on that. You know what I mean? Well, are they pitting? Is my question. I'd like to see Halsey go for the pits. Was that a basketball hoop? I think that was a basketball hoop. Anyway, so not pitting. So, no pitting under the safety car. Despite the rain still having its toll, they're still out on the slicks. And oh my god! I think everyone saw how close Weeksy was to just completely losing control. Well, who's going to have the better start off the safety car? Is it going to be Halsey? Is it going to be Weeksy? But first, everybody has to actually come together with each other. Well, as we are waiting, it's a perfect time for me to plug in our TikTok, our Discord, and our new podcast, if you haven't heard about it already. So the podcast, it's out on YouTube. Just search up our Twitch channel name. If you search up our Twitch username for the YouTube, and it will come up right there, and you'll be able to see the FRR recap, and you'll be able to see the actual streams that we have on here. We also post those on YouTube as well. So there's no reason not to follow us on YouTube, and there's no reason not to join our Discord, in which you can become a driver yourself if you're interested in maybe battling the likes of Weeksy. You can join our Discord, and the way you do that is through our TikTok, which you can also follow. Go over to the TikTok bio. Our TikTok username is the same username as our Twitch username. Just search that into the TikTok search bar. It comes up with us. You click on it. You click the bio, and you've got an invite over to our very own Discord. You can be a driver, and I think you can be all. You can just pretty much be everything. You can even be a commentator. well, I wouldn't get our hopes up about co-commentating because, well, we've had some issues with audio on that, so that's probably binned off. But nevertheless, you can still become a driver. You can still become a steward. You know, judging who gets who goes where. You know. You can really contribute to this league. And all it is just one click of a button by going over to our TikTok. Ooh, look how... I mean, you've got to pit. You've got to pit soon. Apologies. Well, 3-second time penalty for Sven. Well, Hungry Throner's got his 5-second time penalty down over to 3 seconds. So there we go then, the safety car coming into the pits. Oh! You've really got to be careful here, Weeksy. Look at everyone behind. There we go. That was the perfect time to set off. You can see the gap forming once again here. So now we see Stocky. What's happening with Stocky? Oh, a bit of connection. Look at that connection. And he runs off wide. Brad and Stocky aggressive with each other. And eventually Stocky's moving down the order. Razzie getting HD, though, the teammate of Stocky. How's he done this? He's moved himself up into P2, but Brad looking to coming on the inside of the Ferrari. But no, the Ferrari still looking to stay in the lead. And no, he goes wide into the next turn. And Brad is able to overtake. And what's happened to Shaq? Shaq has moved down the order. But what has happened to Halsey? Halsey, oh no. All the way back down into P9 and where they originally started in the sprint race. Awful. But that is Brad getting finally dethroned. Weeksy, here we go round the outside. And the McLaren has just moved up a position. Easy peasy. Just like that. Razzie giving HD up into P2. Full TC up into P3. Oh, Weeksy moving down the order. Bit by bit. It was just the wrong decision to not go on to the Inters. Brad leads the Grand Prix for potentially his first win of the season. Oh, Sven. Jesus. What's he done there? Round the outside he went. Weeksy with a 5-second tyre penalty. This is not what you want to see. Well, Sven, not happy in the Discord chat, which you can also go ahead and check out if you join our Discord. I will not be going through on what happens. Okay, so that man leads the Grand Prix. Still a long way to go. So can Razzie Gamer HD finally get another win? Well, finally, another win. This will be his first win of the season as well. I mean, if in some magical way, if Stocky can able to completely disregard his time penalty and just go for it and push for it and is able to climb up the ranks, then fair enough. But I just don't see it happening. But here we go, Razzie Gamer HD looking to make the move on Brad on the inside into the first turn. The Ferrari looking to clean sweep the McLaren. Here we go, just like the old days. This is beautiful battling. Brad able to get the edge. And then we go into the next straight. Look at this. Round the outside goes the Ferrari. McLaren still staying ahead though. Side by side on the next straight. Look how close Stocky looks like. So maybe get an overtake on Brad himself into the next turn. Still so close with each other. Here we go. Ferraris versus Ferrari. And look at that. Razzie Gamer HD pushed wide by his own teammate Stocky. Full TC looking to make a move around the outside. Beautiful stuff. Oh, no. No. Connection with Full TC. And Razzie Gamer HD is out of the Grand Prix. So many That is awful for Razza. He really did not deserve that. He really did not deserve it. Hungry Throws moving down the order. Brad still P1. Something's happened Sector 2. I assume it James Calaco has spam. And my assumption is correct. He has spam. And look at this. Stocky round the outside. Is able to get the overtake, but you know the question. Oh, Crazy Griefer up into P3. What a move that was! The question still remains: can Stocky keep this lead, even though he's got that 5-second tire penalty? But this man, he was done dirty by 4TC. I'm sorry. As a commentator, I'm not supposed to be biased at all, but that really was just fully 4TC's fault, and I think he can probably vouch for it as well. Weeksy up into P9. Well, in just a short amount of time. We've got another safety car! Into the wall. James Calaco went. He span on the first turn and he hits the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got our third safety car of the night. Three safety cars. Drive-through penalty for speeding onto the safety car. Oh, that's not good. The third safety car. This is really getting interesting. Well, Sven's really going off in the chat. And, well, I think he would want to get it out there. So I'm going to read what it says. Of course, I'm going to excuse the swearing. I have to for the sake of this channel not getting banned or something. So, he says, I'm finally having a good race / sprint. And then someone crashes me out 2 times. And also the game is being, again, see you next week. So he says, I'm not having this. I'm not having this. Worst game. Why do I get a time pen under the safety car? What a lot of ball. Off. So he was quite mad. He says exactly, because James Calaco says that he hates racing in this league sometimes. The weather is 2. What race does it be? Dry, wet, dry. Off. Well, it's not the league's fault, because this league, in my opinion, is the most organised league that I've been in. And I've been in many racing leagues. That's a complete lie, to be honest. I'm going to be honest. That's a complete lie. But in terms of if I watch another league, I think that this one's just better. I think it's more organised. I think it's more entertaining. So I don't get how you can hate racing in the league. You can hate racing in the game, not the league. League's not done anything wrong to you, James. But it is unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate. As Stocky inherits P1, he leads the way for another familiar time. Well, I think the track's drying up. I think that's what's going on. Yeah, so many people coming into the pits. Chris Towns has put himself P1. Well, Stocky's going to serve his time penalty. Now he gets underway. And off he goes. So, Chris Towns inherits P1. Of course. Oh, he's on softs. Huh. Chris Town, P1. As everyone else went into the pits. He's also on dries, but he's on softs. Don't think that's going to work out for him. Gonna be honest. Hold on. Detail, there we go. So, 9 laps. Don't think that's gonna do much for Chris. He's probably gonna have to come into the pits. 4 stops from Roger today, and he's somehow managed to keep it away. But Weeksy yet to do that drive-through penalty. I think he has to do it on here, otherwise he's like disqualified or something. So I think he has to. But Stocky with that 5-second time penalty, he's all the way back down into P13, and he's looking to get this underway. And here we go, we are underway, and Chartman, he's looking to try and get the better start. Off we go. You can now overtake. Here we go into the first turn. What can Chartman do? Oh my God! I think we all saw that. Who was it? Was it Henkaz? I think it was Brad or something, but here's Stocky. He's up into P9. What start it is for him. And look at this. Round the outside. Goes full TC. Full TC can't do anything about it. Sorry, it was Filthy 2 up instead. The 2 Ferraris overtaking that Red Bull like he's nothing. Stocky looking to climb the ranks once again. Here's Roger still trying to get past his own teammate, Chartman. I reckon you just let Roger go, if I'm honest. Halsey, though, back up to P4. You can see that McLaren go wide. That was Henkaz. He goes wide, and he has inherited P7. Well, it's like we're still in a safety car, isn't it? But there we go. He's going to let him go. And the AlphaTauri just can't keep away from Halsey. Halsey storms their way up into P3. And now hunting after the man ahead, which is Roger. Somebody's out. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm going to... Oh, Jesus. We've got another safety car. Well, I don't know who it was that time. Brad. Look at all these people with these time penalties, but... The 4th safety car of this race week. Third safety car in this race. 4th safety car in the whole weekend. This is just so entertaining. The Mercedes, Chris Towns, still P1. Surely he's going to pit. He has to. Because his tyres will be dying. Yeah, 11 laps softs. You've got to go in the pits after that, mate. He's staying out. Why are you... I just have one question. Why are you staying out? I do apologise for that. Why is he staying out? Why? Look at this. Look at the safety car. Right there, right there. Just pit. Just pit. Just honestly. I mean, listen. We all love a good old pushing the tyres to the limit story. Right? I mean, Hungry Throne is just the goat at it. He's done it multiple times, pushing like mediums to 20 laps or something. But, I mean, when you've got 11 laps softs, it's a bit different. I think 12 laps now softs. I think you do have to go into the pits after that. But Chris Town says, no, I'm staying out. Well, our fourth safety car. Well, our fourth race weekend. Sorry, our fourth. Yeah, it is our fourth race weekend. Congratulations, Harrison. You figured that out. I meant to say fourth safety car of this race weekend, not fourth race weekend. But it is the fourth race weekend. So. Here's Chris Towns. Still refusing to pit. Still staying out. Well, here we go then. Safety car restart. Chris Towns. Poor boy. Poor tyres. Still though, firmly stays out. Here we go. Weeksy disqualified for ignoring the driving penalty. So Weeksy disqualified from the whole session as a whole. Wow. Chris Towns with a 367. Oh, he's hit the wall. Jesus Christ. He's hit the wall. He's binned it off. Roger P1. Roger P1. Thank God there isn't another safety car. So Chris Griefer, 5-second time penalty for ignoring the yellow flag. But Roger P1. Halsey. Can they continue and still claim a P1? We saw earlier he span and he went all the way back down to P9 after being P2 with Weeksy, who has now been disqualified from the session. Weeksy was formerly P1. And with Halsey just behind him, this is a similar position, but this time, instead of a green car in front, it's a black car. And there's Crazy Griefer with an overtake on Henkaz down on the inside into the first turn. McLaren and the Haskell going at it. And well, oh no, Halsey's just got a time second penalty. Halsey's got a 3-second time penalty. And Roger is just steamrolling his way through this race now. He's going to try and keep cool. Get his head down. Perform the moves. Not make any mistakes. But a 3-second time penalty for Halsey. That is really, really poor. And you can see a tiny bit of a spin there from Crazy Griefer. Stocky with no penalties finally for him. He served his penalties, and now here we go. Stocky looking to get closer and closer to 4TC. Surely on the main straight he'll get him. Here we go. Stocky with that straight line speed. Is he able to perform? Crazy Griefer's just overtaken Stocky, to be fair. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Stocky, instead of getting up a position, he's just been demoted. He's been binned off. He's like, do you know what, mate? You can get sacked off, blood. Well, oh well. Beautiful stuff here, but here's 4TC getting closer and closer over to Chartman. This is a battle for practically P2. And there's 4TC. Just flies through. Flies through. No doubt about it. He moves himself up into P3, technically P2. Crazy Griefer's overtaken Chartman, and Stocky's overtaken Chartman. What's happened to Chartman? They've span, and they've gone all the way back down into P11. There's Stocky, hunting his way to first place. That first place is inherited by AMS Roger. It would be his first victory of this season, and I think in FRR, so all pressure is on him. Well, you can still see how close all the grid is together, and you can see how close Henkaz is to Filthy Scrubbed-Up. Filthy Scrubbed-Up having to look over his shoulder about 5 times per lap just to make sure that it doesn't get overtaken by Henkaz. Here we go, Henkaz with the DRS open. Is yet to make that overtake. And you can see just in front, Brad very close to Stocky. These two, they are just going to go have at it, aren't they? Such decorative drivers in this league. Stocky has won everything to be known of. He's won the Drivers' Championship, he's won the Constructors' Championship, and so has Brad. Both of these drivers, with their own legacies, have been told here in this beautiful league that we call the FRR. And I don't know why I'm making such a big deal of it, because it's just literally a normal race now. Technically a normal race, just, you know, in the FRR mid-season race, but still. Seeing these two be so close to each other on a track, just, if you're a true FRR fan, it just kind of makes you feel kind of giddy, you know? You want to see it. You want to see these two have at it. And, oh, never mind. Stocky with a 3-second time penalty, never mind. These two have had it. Oh, no, 3-second time penalty, mate. Roger has kept his driving clean. And Roger has made sure to not concede anything. He has been, quite frankly, brilliant in this race. And, well, he is just a few laps away from being crowned the winner of the Sao Paulo Grand Prix here in 2022. Well, in Season 2. Roger still keeping this lead. Well, the key thing is just to make sure you don't get any time penalties. Crazy Griefer always gets time penalties. He's on 8 seconds. So it's... I mean... to be honest, he always gets time penalties, so... he can't really blame me for saying that. But, Roger has to hold on for 6 more laps. 6 minutes. 6 more laps. I think around actually 8 minutes, but still. Roger and Halsey so far away from the competitors behind. And Roger is looking and is lurking for his first ever victory in the FRR. Have at it! But here we go, side by side, Spencer. Even though he's left the game, he's still got his AI though. But Chartman is able to just pull away from the ghost. TC getting very close to Crazy Griefer. I mean, it's not like it matters anyways, because Crazy Griefer has time penalties, but 40C still looking to have a battle up against the man in the Hascot. Roger. P1, 5 laps to go. The nerves must be extreme for him right now. Well, Crazy Griefer's out. What's he done there? Well, he's just binned it off. And, well, Crazy Griefer has just retired from this session. And I don't think this is actually technically retirement. I think it's just genuinely just crashed out. Luckily, no safety car. But, yes, that just happened. Roger P1. And it doesn't look like it's changing very soon. He has to A, get a time penalty of 3 seconds, and B, Halsey has to overtake him. No mistakes, hopefully, from Roger. Here we go, though. Halsey's so close. Was 100 milliseconds behind. I think we all saw that. Stocky, though, with an overtake on 4TC. Still, though, Stocky with that time penalty. Here's Scrubber-Dub looking to go round the outside of Henkaz. And, oh, it's so close. The Red Bull and the McLaren. There we go. On the main straight, they're side by side. Phil, this Scrubber-Dub just has the tiniest edge that you can have. Oh, my God. Bit of contact. And Henkaz with a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Hungry Thrones overtook at Henkaz, and Henkaz has really just slipped off there. Filthy Scrubber-Dub really trying to get on both of these McLarens. He's got his eyes set on Brad. Filthy Scrubber-Dub just falling a tiny bit behind now. Roger looks calm. Roger looks like he's not in any trouble. Roger, with 3 laps to go, still inheriting P1. Well, Sven's joined back. That's lovely to hear. Never mind, the game won't let him join. Oh, Jesus. But here we go. So close for Roger to get his first ever win in the FRR and for this season. Lap 34 of 36. As it stands currently, Henk has a span. But as it stands currently, Roger, P1, Halsey, P2, and Stocky will let go of P3, and 40C will inherit that P3 due to penalties. The fastest lap time, I believe, is set, if I can jog my memory, I think it's set by Roger himself. I'm not too sure though. Somebody will have to tell me that. Look at how close Halsey is, but yet no overtake. And even if there was an overtake, still penalties would take charge if he would win. He's kept it clean throughout, Roger. No mistakes from him. And he looks like he's going to claim his first ever victory in the FRR. One more lap to go. Here we go then, folks. This is the last lap of the Grand Prix. We're about to be the last lap of the Grand Prix. Is there going to be a last-ditch mistake? Or is it finally going to be a cruise for an AlphaTauri car who might claim a victory here in the FRR? A victory which would be cherished in AlphaTauri hearts forever. As Roger, a new and up-and-coming star, joining the league this season, I believe. With his head held high, he roams around Interlagos with one thing on his mind: to finish this lap and to claim his victory of this season. Around the last few turns he goes, swiftly making every turn. And still with Halsey, with the best seat in the house behind, he strolls and he swiftly gathers up momentum onto this last straight. It's AMS Roger. He started all the way back in around P9 and he's finished P1. AMS Roger is your winner of the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Congratulations to him. And congratulations to Halsey for P2. Congratulations to Full TC for P3. But the man of this 36 lap race, the man of the hour, AMS Roger, take a bow. Well, we have 4 safety cars, but Roger was the only one that played it safe. In the white suit of the AlphaTauri, he steps on the top step of the podium. AMS Roger is your race winner of round 4 of season 2 of the FRR Racing League. GG's to everyone, especially Roger. He deserves the victory. Congratulations to him and congratulations to AlphaTauri for a fantastic win today. as we end our Sao Paulo Grand Prix. We thank you all for watching today. I have been your broadcaster, Harrison Wilson. We hope to see you all tomorrow around the same time. Thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.